Imagine a man who fought duels like other people breathe. Over 60 times he faced an opponent, sword drawn, life on the line, and he almost never lost. His name was Miyamoto Musashi, and he wasn't just a swordsman. He was a force of nature who carved his legend into the heart of samurai Japan. But what does it do to a person to live a life where every sunrise could be your last? Born in the late 16th century, a time of brutal civil war, Musashi was thrown into a world of violence. He fought his first duel at just 13 years old, killing a grown man, a seasoned samurai. From that moment on, his path was set. He became a ronin, a masterless samurai, wandering the country, seeking not just fights, but perfection in the art of the sword. He was a lone wolf in a world that valued clans and loyalty. His style was revolutionary. While most samurai fought with a single long sword, the katana Musashi pioneered a two-sword style, the Nitten Ichiru. He wielded the long katana in one hand and the shorter wakizashi in the other. It was unorthodox, unpredictable, and devastatingly effective. Picture it. It's like a boxer suddenly using both hands with equal power and precision when everyone else is fighting one-handed. His opponents were often baffled before the first strike even landed. Each duel was a coin flip with death on one side, a split-second misjudgment, a moment of hesitation, and it's over. He faced masters of the spear, chain nancicle specialists, and countless sword prodigies. He once arrived hours late to a duel, deliberately, to unnerve his famously punctual opponent, Sasaki Kojiro. When Kojiro, enraged, drew his exceptionally long sword, Musashi, who had carved a wooden sword from an oar on his way there, struck him down in a single blow. It was a masterclass, not just in combat, but in psychological warfare. But this is where the story gets really interesting, because the constant dance with death started to change him. The core tension of his life wasn't just surviving the next duel. It was what happened to his humanity when his entire existence was defined by combat. He was feared, respected, but also isolated. The life of an undefeated duelist is a lonely one. After decades of bloodshed, you'd think he'd become a hardened, unfeeling machine. But something else happened. In his later years, Musashi put down his swords. The man who had defeated 60 opponents began a new battle, one he couldn't win with a blade. He retreated to a cave and picked up a writing brush. He poured all the wisdom he'd gained from a lifetime of conflict into a single book, the Book of 5 Rings. And here's the ultimate surprise. This book, written by Japan's deadliest swordsman, isn't just about how to kill. It's about strategy, about perception, about understanding, timing, and rhythm in all things. It's about how to build a house, how to lead an army, and how to govern a nation. Musashi realized that the principles he learned facing death were universal truths about life itself. The book is his final legacy, a philosophy that has outlived all his battles. It's studied today by generals, CEOs, and artists all over the world. Musashi's journey teaches us an incredible lesson. He discovered that the path of the sword wasn't ultimately about defeating others. It was about mastering himself. The hardest opponent he ever faced wasn't the man standing across from him with a gleaming blade. It was the chaos, the fear, and the ego inside his own mind. He won his final, most important duel not with a sword, but with a pen, achieving a state of clarity and calm that no victory in combat could ever provide. The undefeated sword saint found his true victory in peace. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, consider subscribing for more journeys into history's most incredible lives. See you next time.